Hi goddesses, hope everyone's having a lovely hair day. So you know when you're about to go to sleep, you put your bonnet on and you expect a great hair day the next day, and then you wake up to this. That is the exact same reaction I have when I wake up. So first I'm going to grab my spray bottle. I got this at Sally's. It's a 360 ml spray bottle, I believe. And then I'm going to grab my Righteous Roots Hair Rex oil just to seal in all the moisture that I'm about to get from my spray bottle. And in my spray bottle, I have the Blueberry Bliss Curls Leave-In Conditioner. I have the Devacurl Decedance One Condition. And then I also have my Righteous Roots Hair Rex Oil, Vitamin E Oil. And then finally, I have my Lavender Oil. Oh, and I also have the LA Looks Blue Extreme Sports Gel. So first I'm going to part my hair in the middle. If you are a cheap curly girl like I am, you know that we have to look for affordable ways to get the best. So I went to my local Family Dollar and I found this bundle of combs for really cheap actually, and it came with this rat tail comb. So if you're looking for a rat tail comb, just keep an eye out in Family Dollars or dollar stores or whatever you can find. So I'm going to part my hair in the middle and in the front as well as in the back, and I just started parting my hair like this, so it's probably going to be messy, but just excuse that. So now I'm going to grab my Invisibobble. I got this at Justice for the buy 3 get 3 free sale, and it's a pretty good sale, I believe, because for one of these, I think one of them is like $10 normally for the original brand, and that is just crazy for one hair type that you're probably going to lose like I am. So now I'm going to put that in a bun so that I can work on the other side, and I'm going to part my hair in the middle of that diagonally as well, just to give me some space to work with and to ensure that I'm covering all the strands with my refresher mixture. So I know when I wake up my hair is looking crazy, but this refresher has actually been helping me lately. And if you want to change the quantities up that I use, that is totally fine, and it's going to be in the description below, all the details. But this just works for me, and it just depends on your hair type because everyone's hair is different. So I'm going to part my hair like that, and then I'm going to do the same thing as we did on the other side. I'm going to put that in a bun. Now, as you can see, I'm very unprepared for this video, but just give me 1 minute. I'm going to grab my 2 more Invisibobbles. And I got it. Good job, Angie. Give her a round of applause. So now, again, we're going to put that in a bun. So now I'm going to grab the hair that's not in a bun. I'm going to grab my refresher mixture, and I'm going to first focus on the ends of the hair because those are the oldest parts, and I know I experience the most dryness in those areas. So what you want to do is you're going to focus on that, and then you're going to focus on the rest of the hair. Also, in my previous video, I did show my favorite refresher mixture, and since I've tried the shingling method recently, I just wanted to change a bit, so I used the Blueberry Bliss Curls Leave-In Conditioner instead of the Jane Carter Curls Defining Creams, but you could use that instead of using the Blueberry Bliss. So I'm going to grab my Righteous Roots Hair Rex Oil, and I'm going to grab 2 drops of that, and I'm going to distribute that throughout my hair. So the method I'm using to distribute this is I'm first using the praying hands method, which is just like that, and then I'm going to scrunch upwards. Now, just a tip, when you're scrunching, make sure that you file your nails beforehand, and make sure that there's no spaces in between your fingers, and cup your hands as you're scrunching, just to make sure that you are encouraging the curl pattern to come out and flourish. So this refresher mix definitely provides the hold that I need. The leave-in is basically for moisture, the gel is for hold, the lavender oil is just for scent, the Righteous Roots Hair Rex oil is a blend of oils, so that really helps give me the least frizz possible. And then the what's it called? I think that is all. Oh yeah, and the conditioner. I noticed that the Blueberry Bliss, if I use it alone, I don't get a lot of moisture, so I have to use both the Devacurl and the Blueberry Bliss. So what I just did now is the second bun that we made, I parted that in the middle of that so that I can work with the smallest parts as possible. So again, I'm going to distribute throughout my hair by first spraying the ends, then spraying the rest, and then using my Righteous Roots Hair Rex Oil, and first using praying hands, then scrunching. So the praying hands method puts all of the hair on one level so that I can distribute all the moisture throughout it, and then the scrunching just encourages the curl pattern to come out again. So now we're going to do that with the rest of our hair, just like this. Okay, so now after distributing all the product throughout my hair, I'm going to scrunch with my microfiber towel. This is by Devacurl, and I received this as a gift, but there are definitely some cheaper options, such as the ones that I'm about to show on the screen right now. And I'm just scrunching upward just as we did with our hands earlier, but just with the towel now. So this is going to help dry it the most the towel can, and just not get the most frizz that we do with a normal towel, because the polyfibers in those get friction in your hair and then cause frizz, and that's not what we want to do. So we want to dry it the most possible before using the hair dryer, because we will be there forever if we wanted to hair dry it on wet hair. So again, I'm just scrunching upwards and just getting it to where it's a little bit damp. So now this is what it looks like after scrunching with the Devacurl towel. And now let's go. Okay, I am back. So this is what it looks like after drying my hair with the microfiber towel, and this is what it looks like after 35 minutes of waiting after that. So this is what it looks. This is what the back looks like as well. And now we're going to go straight into using the hairdryer. So the hairdryer that I'm using is the Conair Ion Shine 1875 hairdryer. And I know you're going to say, Ange, that is a very old hairdryer. How are you using that? Well, it works, so I'm not complaining about it. Instead of using it without a diffuser, you could use a diffuser if you want to. I just haven't got a diffuser yet, and this method works fine, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I say. So I'm just holding the hairdryer above my head just to make sure that the hair isn't flying all over the place and in my face and everything and causing frizz, because I am kind of anti-frizz. I'm not like holding like the cross in front of it and saying no frizz, but I don't really like that much frizz. As long as it's only a little bit frizz, I don't mind the volume it gives me. So once I get to the ends of the hair, I am just holding my arm behind the hair strands just to make sure it stays in place 100%, and I am holding the hairdryer above my head and just doing the same method I did. So I'm going to do this throughout my whole head of hair, and that is all. Basically, it's pretty easy. Oh, and I also have my settings on high air and cool air, because the only reason why I have it on high is because it's only on cool air. If it was like on warm or hot, that is a different story, because then that will cause damage, but it's on cool air, so you could put it on high or medium, depends on what you like and what look you're going for. Alright, so right here, I am just feeling my hair to see whether or not it is 100% completely dry, because before the step that I'm about to do, it needs to be 100% completely dry, or else it's not going to be no frizz. So this is what it looks like after using the hair dryer, and it is 100% dry, as you can see. So now I'm going to grab my righteous roots again, and I'm going to grab 2 drops, just as we did before, and this is what it looks like again. And I'm going to grab 2 drops of the righteous roots just to scrunch out the crunch that the refresher gave me. And the oil does just fine taking the scrunch out. I basically use this oil in everything possible in my deep conditioners to scrunch out the crunch, to seal the moisture, so basically everything. I use this so much, I just can't even count all the ways. So I'm just rubbing this in the palms of my hands, and then I'm going to scrunch upwards, just as we did before. So I usually, when I get to the top of my hair, I tug a tiny bit. Now I'm not saying do a tug where you're playing tug of war with the rope with your friends and you're tugging very violently and pulling out your hair. I'm just saying tug lightly, because even with fluffing out my roots, I still experience hold in my roots. So I just tug a little bit, not like a lot, once I get to the top of my hair. So I scrunch a lot with this oil, and once I've finished with this side that I'm doing, I'm going to get one more drop and I'm going to do the other side. So this step is pretty easy. I do this all the time, and that's what it looks like afterwards. So just as you see on the screen, I'm going to grab 1 drop and I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to do the same thing as before. Once getting to the roots, I'm going to tug a tiny bit. Because I'm not the gal that likes really soft curls, but then I'm not the gal that likes those crunchy 80s types of curls. I just like a little bit of hold and not too soft either. So I just scrunch for a few minutes, I'd say like about 6 minutes, and then 6 minutes Dougie Fisher on. So I'm just doing this for about 6 minutes. Just doing the steps, doing the back as well, making sure I get all the crunch out. So this step is pretty self-explanatory. You could do this without the oil, but I just like the oil because I don't get a lot of frizz because I am touching my hair, so the oil just makes sure I don't get a lot of frizz once I'm touching it. So now I'm going to flip my hair to the right side and I'm going to scrunch the crunch out just like before, and then after making sure that I scrunched all the crunch out, I'm going to flip my hair to the other side. So this step definitely helps ensure that I do get all the crunch out, because sometimes I'd be like, oh my god, Ange, good job, you got all the crunch out, and then I'd feel this little part and I'm like, what were you thinking? Are you out of your mind? So I just definitely am thorough when it comes to getting the crunch out. So this is what I do. And this is pretty easy. I say probably the easiest part. Like, my refreshing routine is not that hard, to be honest, which I'm pretty thankful, because I tried one time just spraying the roots and then getting it done, but my hair is just so stubborn that I have to refresh all of my hair strands. So I don't go all in, like rake through the hair. I just basically scrunch the products in and not rake it through, and just use the praying hands method so that I do not disturb the curls. So what I'm doing now is I'm fluffing the roots, and just by going underneath it and just fluffing it, not too hard because then that'll cause frizz. So then now I'm going to flip my hair forward, and I'm just fluffing underneath the roots and underneath the back of the hair, and also I don't do it on the top, I just do it, I just pick up the hair part and then I fluff underneath that, just to make sure that I do not cause frizz. So now this is what it looks like after fluffing it out and taking the crunch out. As you can see, it's definitely better than what it was before the crunch. After the crunch formed. So now give me 1 minute again. I'm just going to go get my hair pick. So my hair pick, I just use it to be a little bit extra, just to get a lot of to get a lot of volume, So, cause I love my volume, trust me. I like my volume and defined curls, so just give me 1 minute, just getting the hair pick. And, you might have saw that my shirt says Friday, and this video is being uploaded on Sunday. That's just because I, recorded this video on Friday. So now we got the hair pick. So I got this at Sally's for a pretty cheap price. I think it was $4, and this lasted me for a couple months now. I think like 8 months. It's pretty good. I like how it's not like the metal ones, because then that just, I'm very like, I get migraines. If you haven't seen my my chronic illness video, I'll put it on the screen somewhere on the right top, just so you could watch it just in case. But the metal, I would just think that would just hurt my head, so I use the rubber. So again, I'm just picking underneath the hair so that I'm not causing frizz on top of my hair. And then I flip my hair over, and I'm just picking the underneath the roots, because no one's going to see the roots, so no one's going to see the frizz. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm just going to part my hair how I usually part it, because my bangs are definitely getting longer, so I can't do it in my face now. So this is what the final look is. I'm pretty happy with it. Its volume is and defined. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and remember to wear your crown, not a frown. Stay beautiful, and I love you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and comment what you refresh with, and how you refresh, and how daily you refresh. I'd love to know. And be sure to tag me in an Instagram post if you tried my refreshing routine out. And this is what it looks like. The final look is in the back too. So love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.